Welcome to Double Down Sunday, everyone! Today and every other Sunday, I'll be posting 2 lessons during the summer season. So if you have any requests that you want to see, then post it down in the comments below. It's been months since our last Five Nights at Freddy's lesson, so today I'll be showing you how to draw Funtime Foxy. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you know when today's second lesson is posted. So if you're ready to go, let's grab a pen and paper and let's get started. Let's get started at the top of our page with the eyes. So we're going to move over towards the left side and draw in a large circle. Starting from the top, come all the way down towards the bottom, and then go all the way back up towards the top. Now let's leave a small gap in the center and draw the same thing on the right. So we're going to line up the top, come all the way down towards the same height, and back up towards the top. Let's trace the eyes along the inside. Starting from the very top, we'll leave an even space gap all the way around, and then back up. Now I'm going to add a smaller circle for the iris in the center of the eye, but we're going to push this in towards the inside edge. So let's start on the left side, go all the way around. We're going to leave a gap on the outside, and we'll pull that back in. Do the same thing on the right, going out, and then back in. Let's add a small highlight circle on the top left side of the iris. Starting from the outside edge, come in, and then back out. We'll line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to add a small circle in the center of the iris for the pupil. We're going to start underneath the highlight, come all the way around, and then back out. And do the same thing on the right. Let's fill the pupils in black. I'm also going to fill the area around the iris in black. Let's move to the center and draw on the nose. We're going to start on the left side. We're going to draw a curve that goes up and then down on the right. Now from the ends, we're going to draw a short line coming down, and we'll close out the bottom of the nose with a straight line. Let's fill the nose in black. Now from the outside of the nose, we're going to curve out the muzzle. Let's start right where the eye meets the nose. We're going to curve out, and then pull that down, go to the right side, and do the same thing, going out, and then down towards the same height. Let's close off the bottom with a curve, coming down and then up. Let's add a line coming straight down the center of the muzzle. Starting from the nose, come all the way down towards the bottom. From the bottom of the mouth, we're going to step up and draw a straight line going across the top of the lip, and it will bend around the corners of the lip, going out and then pulling that back in. We're going to add 3 black dots in a triangle pattern on either side. Starting at the very top, add 1 black dot, line this up on the right, and do the same thing. Now I'm going to move down and draw 2 more. 1 on the outside, and 1 on the inside. From the outside corner of the muzzle, we're going to step in and draw 2 straight lines coming down. Let's start with the left, and then the right, and we'll close off the bottom with another curve. Now we're going to go in and add some fangs. We're going to start with the top row, starting in the center. Draw a straight line coming down and out toward the left and right. And then we'll go back up and out. Let's add a couple more on either side. And then we'll do the same thing along the bottom with the teeth pointing up. Starting in the middle, go up and out, and come down. And then again, we'll add 2 more on either side. Let's fill the inside of the mouth in black. Now from the bottom corners of the mouth, we're going to curve out and then down toward the bottom of the jaw. And then from the left side, we're going to follow that same curve of the mouth, coming down the middle and back up on the right. And then from the top center of the mouth, we're going to add an oval, going out, rounding this out, and then coming back in, and it'll split the lower jaw in half with a straight line. Now we're going to draw two large circles tucked in behind the muzzle for the cheeks. Starting on the left side, curve up towards the eye, come down, and then just pull that up on the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to line this up, curve up towards the eye, come down, round this out, and then come up. Now when you go back up towards the side of the eye, just up above the cheek, and draw a straight line going out towards the side of the head. Let's line this up on the right, and draw that same length line. And then from here, we're going to curve down and out towards the fur. Starting from the left side, curve down, and then bend that out. Do the same thing on the right. And then from here, we're going to curve down and then in towards the bottom corner of the chin. Start on the left. Come down, and then we'll bend that in. Now I want to connect the top corners of the head with a large half circle. Let's start on the left side. Start by going straight up. We'll round this out towards the top. Come across towards the right, and then pull that straight down. And then we'll draw a straight line coming down the center of the head. Starting from the very top, come all the way down in between the eyes, and then down towards the nose. Let's go in and add the eyebrows. We're going to start on the left side, and curve up, and then down on the inside. We'll line this up on the right, and do the same thing, going up, and then down. Now on the inside, we're going to draw two short lines going up towards the top of the eyebrow. Let's go back to the outside. We're going to taper this line going up and then in towards the inside of the eyebrow. Go up and then bend that in. And do the same thing on the right. And then we'll add some hair along the top. Starting in the middle, curve up and out towards the right. Now we're going to taper this back down towards the head so the spacing gets wider as we come down. Let's add another one over on the left side. Start from the center, curve up and out with a shorter line. And then again, we're going to taper that back down and in. Let's add one more on the right side, but we're going to tuck this back in. So starting from the bottom, we'll step up, curve up and out with a short line. And then again, we'll taper that back down and in. Let's move out to the side and draw on the ears. We're going to start on the left. We're going to start with a straight line going up and then out towards the tip of the ear. Line this up on the right and draw that same length line. Let's go to the tip of the ear. Start with a straight line coming in. We'll round out the inside of the ear and then come down and out towards the side of the head. Do the same thing on the right. Coming in, rounding out the ear, and then coming out. Now we want to take this curve and flip it around the outside. Start from the top, straight down, round out the ear, and then pull that in. And then we'll trace the ears along the inside. Starting from the top, we'll step down, just follow that same curve, coming around towards the inside, go back to the top, and trace the inside. Alright, now that we finished the head, let's move down and draw on the side of the body. We're going to start over on the left side, just underneath the head, curve the body going out, and then down towards the hip. Move over towards the right, and we'll go in the opposite direction towards the same height. Let's close off the bottom. Starting on the left, come down, and then bend that up. Now we're going to tuck the bow tie in underneath the chin. Starting in the center, we'll draw a small half circle, coming down and up. And then from the sides, we'll angle down and out towards the side of the bow tie. And we'll pull that straight up underneath the chin. Let's add a circle in the center of the body. Starting from the middle, go all the way around, and then back up. And we'll trace this out along the inside. Let's add a seam coming down the center of the body. Starting underneath the bow tie, draw a straight line coming down, and then we'll continue along the bottom. Now I'm going to add a little bit more detail to the body. Starting from the bottom corner of the bow tie, follow the same curve of the body going out and then down towards the hip. Do the same thing on the right. Now from the hip we're going to step up and draw a straight angled line coming down and in. Let's add a small bracket on the hips. Starting from the left side, we're going to curve out and pull that back in on both sides. And then from the bottom, we're going to curve down and then in towards the center point. And go out and up on the right. Now from the bottom of this line, we're going to curve out and then back in. Line this up on the right and do the same. Let's continue working down with the legs. From the center, we're going to curve down and then out towards the left. Go back to the center, curve down and out towards the right. Now I'm going to draw a straight line going across the knee. Going out towards the left and right side. Now we're going to move back up underneath the hip and curve out and then in. Now going back to the inside of the leg, curve in and then all the way down towards the heel. And do the same thing on the right. And then we'll round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the heel on the left, curve the foot coming down and then bending that up. Do the same thing on the right. Now to go back to the toe and draw a curve that goes up and then down towards the heel. Go all the way up to the top and then bend that down. Do the same thing on the right. Now to go back up to the knee and draw the side of the leg. I'm going to curve out and then down on top of the feet. Now going back to the left side, we draw a straight line coming in about halfway across the foot. Do the same thing on the right. And then from here we're going to curve this in and then down toward the bottom of the foot. Now we're going to separate out the toes with two curves. Starting on the outside, curve out and then down, step in, draw that twice. Now we're going to add some detail to the legs. Halfway between the inside of the leg and outside, we'll start up here. Start with a straight line coming down, and we'll pull that straight in. Let's line this up on the right, and do the same thing. And then going back out towards the outside of the knee, we're going to curve down, and then back up for the knee. And then from the bottom of that half circle, draw a straight line coming down towards the foot. Now let's move up and draw on the arms. We're going to start halfway down the side of the body. We're going to curve down and then out. Line this up on the right and do the same thing. And then from the bottom of the upper arm, we're going to draw a straight angled line going up and out. Let's round out the upper arm. Starting from the outside, we're going to curve up and then just pull that in behind the head. Now I'm going to move back to the inside. We're going to curve the forearm coming down and then out. And again, we'll flatten off the wrist, going out with a straight angled line. And we'll connect the elbow to the wrist with a curve, going out and then down. Now let's draw on the hands. Starting from the wrist, we're going to draw a small half circle for the thumb, coming in and then back out. We'll connect the bottom of the thumb to the wrist with a curve, going up, and we'll bend that in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start with that half circle, and we'll go up and in. And then we'll curl 3 fingers around on either side. Starting from the bottom of the thumb, we'll come down, and then bend that up, step down, curve down, and then up the second finger. And then the third finger is going to go out, just pull that in towards the outside of the wrist. Let's do the same thing on the right. And then going back towards the bottom of the thumb, we'll draw a straight angled line going out towards the side of the hand. Now I'm going to add a patch along the inside of the arm. Halfway along this line, draw a straight angled line going up and in. Do the same thing on the right. And we'll pull that down and in behind the body. Now I'm going to swing the tail over towards the left side in behind the arm. Let's start at the top of the hip. Start with a curve going out and up behind the arm. Go to the outside, curve up, and then bend that down. Now let's draw on the bottom of the tail. Starting from the tip, we'll curve up. Then we're going to come down around the hand, and then bend that back up towards the side of the head. Now let's separate the end of the tail with a zigzag. Starting from the outside, go up, come down and in. Now I'm going to repeat this all the way up toward the top of the tail. And that's pretty much it. There's Funtime Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.